Training Topics with Mike Simmons.
Hey, Mike Simmons here, coming at you with another training topic. And today we're talking ClearTouch Windows 11. So let's go ahead and get those flash drives ready. And you know, on the flash drive, it matters where you plug it in. You have to plug it into the PC module on the side, just like this. Don't plug it into the panel, plug it into the PC module. But before you do any of that, let's get the flash drive ready. Sign into your laptop as an elevated account. Get the media creation tool from the Windows website. If you don't know where that's at, just Google Windows 11 media creation tool. Download that. Run it as an administrator. It's going to do a Windows 11 setup. Now, this is crucial. I've seen a lot of Windows 11 come online with PDQ, and it says it's on the old 24H2. We want to get everyone on the 25H2. So it's a good idea every once in a while, whenever Windows does those updates, to go ahead and get your flash drive updated as well. And this is how you do it. So on your SA login, I usually like to just throw it on the desktop. That way it's always there. I right-click, I run as administrator, I get a flash drive that I'm ready to format and erase, and I just go ahead and click through next. Right now, I don't have a flash drive plugged in, but once you plug in your flash drive, you'll see it right there. And then we're going to gather two files. Now, these two files, they're different. The auto unattend file is different because what that does is it bypasses the hardware requirement of, having enough RAM and the right processor and the TPM status, and it also has the PPKG file for the ClearTouch panels. Now, again, once you plug in your flash drive and you start up the PC, on the ClearTouch, you're going to rapid hit F7, and then what happens is you're going to get presented with a screen after you're rapid pressing F7, and it's going to have you boot to a flash drive. Now, don't get fooled. One of them says USB disk, and then the other one's a UEFI USB disk. UEFI is the magic key. That makes all the difference. Now, believe it or not, I've already started imaging panels to Windows 11 just so I could gather some feedback and bump into any issues, beforehand, just before you guys start updating your panels at your site to Windows 11. But UEFI is magic. That's going to make it work. If it's just the USB disk, you're going to be in danger of basically destroying your flash drive, and then you'll have to remake the flash drive all over again. So whenever you boot F7 and you get to that screen, make sure you select UEFI USB. Now, as it's enrolling, and this is past the setup. This is after it's installed Windows 11 and it's trying to enroll in Azure Intune. Sometimes you'll get that ice cream icon, which is kind of strange, but it says something went wrong. And it says OOBE keyboard. And you can either skip or try again. Don't be worried. If you see that, just simply try again. Now, it may take 2 or 3 tries. And I think part of it is there's a communication issue depending on the Ethernet connection or the Wi-Fi connection, but just hit try again and that will fix it. The other thing is your BIOS setup. Now, if you're booting and you don't see where it has the UEFI USB, your BIOS may not be set correctly. So if you, on the startup, hit F2, not F7, but F2, it's going to come up to the screen. Tab over to where it says boot at the top right there. And then once you're on boot, we're going to that CSM option, and it's going to have different options. So where it says UEFI and legacy, UEFI, and then legacy, set it just like this. You want it to be just like it shows on the screen, and that's going to help to be able to get that flash drive right. If you don't do that, you're going to get some screen that looks like this, and that's where your flash drive is cooked. It's gone. You're going to have to remake your flash drive. And if you've had to make the flash drive with the media creation tool, it can take some time. And in just a matter of time, before you know it, the screen's going to show the Windows 11 login. All you do is the good old period backslash. Why do we do this? We want to see what the host name is. Do you see the host name right there where it says sign into and it's got the host name? That's going to be critical because what we want to do is we're going to take that host name and we're going to go ahead and pop it over into an Excel spreadsheet. And I'm going to show you guys how to get to that Excel spreadsheet. And once once you go to Tech Tools, we're going to have a spreadsheet, kind of like we did with the Windows 11 Update Assessment, and we're going to break it down by tab. So each site will have its own tab. And what we're trying to gather is we want to know, okay, what location and what room number is that panel at? And specifically, that last portion, that number right after the FCS-P-, that number right there, that's what we're trying to figure out. And the location, the room, and then what is that panel? And the reason why that's important is that's going to help us with automation, with software, to make sure we're pushing out the right stuff to the right people and the right places. Now, on the back end, you can help too, is go into Incident IQ and make those updates. But here's the trick. You're not going to see that panel until the next day. Why is that? Well, overnight, what happens is this gets enrolled into Azure Intune. And then overnight, Incident IQ and Azure Intune, they talk to each other. They have a synchronization that happens. And what happens is Azure Intune will take that host name and it creates the asset in Incident IQ. You have to wait till the asset's been created in Incident IQ. Then you can go in and just do Asset Explorer, search the serial number, search that host name. And once you search the host name, you're just going to make sure it's in service. We're going to make sure the location is right. And then you're going to put the room number. And then if you scroll down, you'll see metadata. And the metadata is, guess what? The ClearTouch is used by staff. And so anything that we set for staff, we're going to put for meta information. And then crucially, make sure you hit save. If you don't save it, it doesn't count. So save it. So in the moment, when you go into the room, you're going to go ahead and get your flash drive. You're going to F7. You're going to boot to that flash drive. It's going to get to the screen. And then you're going to get the period / and then put that information into the Excel spreadsheet. We're going to do that the same day. The next day, that's where you're going to go into Incident IQ, update those fields, and then save it, and then you're good to go. The biggest reason you want to get this right is for ticketing. That's it. So Incident IQ, whenever you get a ticket, otherwise it's going to be like finding a needle in the haystack. So you want to make sure once you update to Windows 11, we update to Incident IQ, and then you're going to be good to go. Finally, I want to talk about, when you're ready to start your panel project, and I know you want to get the ground running because there's lots of panels at your sites, go ahead and reach out to me. And I'm going to come on site. I'm going to come alongside you. I'm going to help you set up your flash drive. We're going to go ahead and knock out a few panels together. And if we bump into any issues, I'll be there to answer any questions or concerns, and then we can address them as we go. But like I said, for the most part, everything goes smooth. You're just going to, once in a while, ClearTouch may have quirks, and you may bump into a few little quirks along the way as you're doing those updates. Well, I do want to thank you so much for watching this tutorial on how to update ClearTouch panels to Windows 11, and I hope you have a great day.
To help equip you as you work. Tickets. Training topics with Mike Simmons. To help equip you as you work.